Hey there Cosmic Warriors, and welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Hannah. I am an astrologer and I make videos all about astrology. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the asteroid Juno in the birth chart, so looking at the mythology of Juno and its function within your birth chart. And I'll also be making a couple videos talking about Juno through the signs. So part 1 will be Aries through to Virgo, and then part 2 will be Libra through to Pisces. I'll link those videos down below once they're up. Also, I want to just show some appreciation to the authors of this book right here. It's called Asteroid Goddesses. And yeah, I want to show some appreciation to the authors of this book, Demetra George and Douglas Bloch. I'm so sorry if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. I think I am. Because thanks to their work, I've been able to learn more about the asteroids in the birth chart. I definitely recommend this book. It's a great read. But before we dive into today's video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and click the bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can visit my website, hannahselsewhere.com. There you can also find my practical astrology ebooks and merch. All the links will be in the description box below. I do hope that you find this video to be helpful. Let's do this. Okay, so like I said, Juno is an asteroid. And when looking at the mythology of Juno, the goddess Juno was the guardian of childbirth and motherhood. She governed the female reproductive cycle. And according to Asteroid Goddesses, Juno's most important function was as a protector of married women. Juno foresaw all arrangements of legal marriage. And interestingly too, the month of June was sacred to her. Now to the Greeks, Juno went by the name Hera, and it was Hera who married Zeus, her brother. They embraced one another at the beginning of their marriage. They were loving, but things started to go south. Zeus didn't fully trust Hera, and he would punish her. And Hera would retaliate by trying to humiliate Zeus. Eventually, Hera made plans to avenge herself, but Zeus was having none of it. After Hera insulted Zeus by basically tying him to his bed, he punished her in return. She was actually forced to wear a chastity belt, all whilst Zeus went on multiple escapades with many other goddesses. Outraged and seeking revenge, Hera went after Zeus's lovers and children. However, even though all of this chaos went on, Juno was actually worshipped as the model wife and bride, as the ideal wife and bride, as someone to look up to. She remained faithful to Zeus even though he was not. Therefore, Juno is associated with monogamy. But what does the mythology of Juno tell us about the asteroid's function in our birth chart? Well, let's think about how this information relates to us on a practical level. And let's also just try to forget about the fact that they were brother and sister. Okay, that doesn't really apply to us in practical ways. Yeah, Greek mythology could be really awkward. Still, there are love quarrels that exist all over the world. And things like betrayal, distrust, dishonesty, shame, manipulation, infidelity, possessiveness, power struggles, and jealousy, all of these things can play out. When we feel like we're being attacked or mistreated or belittled, or if things don't seem fair, we might retaliate. We might even seek to even the score. And if our partner isn't reciprocating, we can feel disappointed and upset. And if we feel like we're being rejected or denied or ridiculed or humiliated, again, we can retaliate. We might retaliate with anger or by withdrawing, for example. And so therefore, Juno in your natal chart will show the ways in which you retaliate, as well as the ways in which you handle issues when they arise. It can represent how you deal with any power imbalances, and it can also represent how you compromise. So looking at give and take, and of course sacrifice. I mean, if you make sacrifices and your partner never makes sacrifices, this can be frustrating. Then again, maybe it's you who isn't willing to compromise or make sacrifices within your relationships, suggesting this whole my way or the highway attitude. Now, at the same time, Juno can represent our attitudes towards commitment and marriage. So, how do you behave within your close and intimate relationships? Are you receptive, trustworthy, and empathetic? Or are you possessive, jealous, vengeful? And do you have what it takes to establish a meaningful relationship in the first place? For example, perhaps you're afraid to commit, or you have issues regarding commitment, or maybe you fear things like betrayal and abandonment. And it's these fears that can hold us back from developing a deep and meaningful bond with somebody else. Then again, maybe you've been betrayed, you've been let down so many times in fact, that you think to yourself, you know what, marriage, it's not for me. Still, regardless of your personal situation, it's your Juno sign, along with the house placement and aspects, of course, that can show you how you approach things like marriage, commitment, betrayal, and infidelity. It can signify how we wish to relate with our partner and how we blend and just come together. And it also represents our ideal mate and marriage partner. It can quite literally tell us about the type of person we marry or commit to. Though another important thing to note here is remember the ruling planet or planets of the sign your Juno is in. So for example, if your Juno is in Capricorn, look for Saturn in your chart, or if your Juno is in Aries, look for Mars in your chart, so on and so forth. This placement of your ruling planet/planets will give you more information. Also, remember things like transits, secondary progressions, things like that, because these things will show you how your situation changes, how things progress over time, how you develop, how you change and grow. And if you want to learn more about your partner, make sure to look at the synastry between you. Look also at your composite chart. Basically, find Juno in your partner's chart. And by the way, you're looking for this glyph in your natal chart, you need to select Juno from the additional objects section on astro.com. Alright, so I hope I was able to cover just the basics. I didn't go into a lot of detail in this video. It's just an introduction video to Juno, but stay tuned for the signs. Like I said, part 1 will be signs Aries through to Virgo, and part 2 will be signs Libra through to Pisces. Please let me know if you found this video to be helpful, as always. I would really appreciate that, and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and if you would like to see more videos from myself and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure that you do click that subscribe button, and also give this video a like if you liked it today, and I will be back with those Juno sign videos very, very soon. Bye!